Went up one rung too high before that, too. Then I meant I had to go down one rung further than expected. Gosh, Picante with a massive host. I don't think I've ever had 30 viewers before lifetime. Thank you so much, man. How were the streams tonight? Oh, man. I had a couple good ones earlier. Did you have any of them get to World 8? Worst set in 2019. Oof. Hopefully you can make something fun of your evening still, and hopefully you don't get too much snow at all. Yeah. I played DDR a whole lot when I was younger. I actually have a DDR machine in my house. I haven't figured out exactly the best way to stream it with my OSCC and capture card and whatnot yet, but yeah. That is my, sub badge there. That initially got me into music games. I've got a Pop and Music machine and a 2DX setup. Yeah, I know. That's what I was talking to you about there the one time. You said you had a U-Beat and a Musica, I think. You guys had one in what, College Park or whatever for a while? Because you're in DC? I'm like just north of Baltimore. I know there's the, what's it called, the Cave in Fairfax. I haven't gotten out there yet. But I know that's a big music game place. I'm sure everyone go... oh wait, did they still have the Ace machine in Springfield? I think I heard that they were getting rid of that. Ooh. That doesn't really count as a rainbow, guys. That's pretty much like a... I'm gonna try and explain. Next time I have a bad run and I restart here, I'll try to give a breakdown on what American Gladiators is all about. But Human Cannonball plays a lot like Mario 1 with like frame rules and such, so you don't really ever beat it. I just haven't played it. I probably pushed the pedal 1/1000th of a second faster than I was supposed to, and it's gonna be a rainbow there. But it's the exact same time as almost all my other Human Cannonball runs are. The real time saves in this game are gonna be Wall, Joust, and Assault. And obviously the Eliminator at the end. But this game kind of plays similar to like a platformer almost. Oh, thank you so much, man. I really, really appreciate it. I hope they go well. Hopefully we don't get too much snow here in Maryland. So take it easy, man. I really, really appreciate it. We get 2 up? Ah, so close. That's bogus. Alright, good time. We're going to be ahead of WR, it looks like, going into level 2. Alright, so, if you haven't seen this before, there's 5 events. And then when you beat all 5 events, you go to the next level. And all the events get slightly harder, or like a different map, for example, for the wall. And once you beat all the levels 4 times, you have to go to the Eliminator. If you've never seen American Gladiators before on TV, in the 90s, or I guess even the reboot, it is quite the quite the spectacle. So if you've got a chance to open up another tab and look what that looks like on YouTube. The SNES game of the same name plays nothing like this, and is probably a lot closer to the show, but this one's almost kind of like an adventure slash platformer, as you're jumping across platforms that don't really, those aren't really things in the game. Or in the actual TV show. No way they could get people to sign off on waivers to do that sort of mess. Oh, it's incredible. I'm actually playing on official hardware with the cartridge my grandmother got me from Kitty City in Bel Air, Maryland, circa 1991. So, yeah. Oops, there we go. All the way there. Yeah, Disco's Joust 2 was insane, so I just kind of try to come out of here within like 10-15 seconds and hope to make up a good bit on Assault later. We had a really good Joust 2 earlier tonight, but it's nowhere close to what he's also a really, really good wall player. I had the world record on this game in 2016, and recently got a PVM and got back into retro games again. And I was like, oh, I'll fire this up. He said the world record on this a while ago and looked it up, and I was like, that shattered me by like 3 minutes. So, I figured after I played a couple Kaizo games in there, this was a natural one to go back to and try, as I pick up a death there. It is rather unfortunate. Give this one more go. We're still way ahead of our PB. We've had a couple runs make it to level 4 about 20 to 30 seconds ahead of world record time. And they've all kind of fallen apart at various places, whether it's Wall 4 or the Eliminator. But this game has a little bit of RNG. Not as much as most games people run, but certainly it's not a perfect game either. And it doesn't get nearly the exposure that a lot of the Mario games or something like that might, so that there's still, you know, a chance to manipulate it, or people know that if they're on certain frame rules, certain enemies will be in these places. None of that research has been done. I don't even think there's been any hitbox data or frame data, anything done on this game. Someone has made a task, but that's it. And the task is not even really relevant for most speedrunners to even utilize a lot of the tricks, because it's just kind of like glitches where they hit left and right at the same time, or one frame on, one frame off, one frame back on, one frame off, like alternating. It's just like actually impossible to do for a human. Alright, this is a good start. We'll catch up to our PB. Let's see if we're worried about it. We're concerned with getting a decent length run in. Alright, that's Human Cannonball, so I think you guys have now seen all the events. The tricky part of Human Cannonball is as the levels progress, the rope speed's different, the positioning's different, and sometimes the distance between the platforms is different. So, but those are generally, they're for the most part the same every single time you'll play them, so it's just a matter of execution. Powerball is actually an event that doesn't affect your time at all, as far as I know. The timer in the corner is just going to decrease no matter what I do. You can't lose any lives on it. You don't have to do anything to beat it. It's just a wonderful chance for you to get a 1-up if you so desire. I don't have enough time to do it again and get a 2-up, so drive the controller. Take a couple sips and get ready for Assault. As you can see there in the world record there Disco's going for right now. I believe it takes a death on Assault too. Which, I don't know if it's going to provide us anywhere close. Oh, I missed a split. I don't know if it's going to provide us anywhere close to enough time to catch up to him, but give us a chance. Should we get it quick? Alright, that's not too bad. In some time there. I'm really interested to see what these times will do to my PB, though. My level 3 is so much better than my level 2. Joust 3 is actually tougher than Joust level 4. The pattern changes between where they attack and block are a little bit quicker in level 3, but they're not as complicated of a pattern. But if you're speedrunning it, theoretically you shouldn't go far enough into the pattern for it to matter. So the quicker changes actually are more of a punishing factor. There we go. It was mid, mid, high, high, low. If we do this correctly, we shouldn't have any changes at all, I don't think. Alright, good. Super hit. Alright, good. I don't know if we gained any world record time, but we certainly gained some PB time, I think. Yep. Way ahead of the PB now. It's only gonna get better if we don't die on wall 3. How's everybody doing tonight? Anyone else in the mid-Atlantic bracing themselves for a snowstorm? I'm a teacher, so I'm already getting to enjoy myself the 2-hour delay that's been announced already, so be up for a little while. Join it. Right. Been a pretty decent wall for me. Let me phrase it. It's been a really decent 2019 wall, but it's an insanely good compared to my PB's wall. Ooh, a rainbow. Never mind, it's good all around. Look how quick that rope is moving. I don't think anyone would have survived that. And this one's a little bit trickier because you're jumping at the rope blind, but more importantly, at the gladiator blind. Get them gloves. Slide down the rope. That was close. Almost too high. And the slow rope here is so brutal. Right. First pass through, we'll go in the third one. Second pass through. If I release right there, he's gonna hold up his blocker mitt, and I'll just get deflected. So I have to try and get like a direct hit. Oh, just a little too early. It's brutal because I gotta wait through the whole time again. I want to release right on 6 o'clock of that rope. Man, we would have made the time up if we had gotten him there. We would have caught him. Look at that. And we're crushing our PB, but we were right there behind him for the WR. He must have had a really bad Cannonball 3. By really bad, I mean he must have died once. We died once and we didn't lose any or gain any time. Ooh, close. If anyone's still here from the Picante host, I owe a lot of my design layout questions to how sharp and awesome his is. And he is happy to share any advice with that. So if you're a streamer out there looking to make yours as aesthetic as possible, go check out his Google Doc, man. He knows so much about all the technical stuff here. I thought I had a reasonable tech idea what's going on, but I'm sure you guys know his camera's absolutely fantastic. That's the next thing I gotta upgrade, but just even like the font selection is just very easy to read. Everything's just so well thought out and designed well. I think too many streamers out there don't understand the graphic design or art that goes into it. A lot of the real big streamers they just, you know, pay someone to do it for them, or take a theme from somewhere else, or don't really put a lot of thought into it because they let their play do the talking, but that will never be me. I'd much rather it just look pretty if I'm going to be doing it and not a billion people are going to be watching. Take pride in my work, you know? So. Alright. That could have been a better... Oh, we missed a split. Alright, Joust 4 is a little bit easier. Patterns are not as complex. They just switch a little bit quicker. Alright. When we get back in time for the super. About as good as we could expect it, I think. That Powerball split's obviously wrong. I missed it after Powerball, and I hit that for Joust. We're right there now. Can we get greedy here? Oh yeah, we got greedy. Hey, didn't get punished. This is such a slow technical part of the wall. You just put your hand on a grip that's not there and then try and move again. That's what happens. The one tiny little up left input instead of just a left, or instead of just a up, that's where you're at. Gotta be very, very, very precise. It isn't hard to do if you're going slow, but you're going quick and you're treating it like a racetrack and you're trying to cut the corners. Just while remaining legal, and not getting in the grass, but getting as close to those edges as possible. You know, sometimes you just clip it. Alright, there we go. Alright, we gotta go 5 blocks over here. Up that, go down. There we go. Hardest gladiator to beat in the game is right here. Alright, we outran her. Good. The 51's not bad. It's not a bad in-game timer score. Certainly not great, especially with the death earlier, but could be well ahead of our PB still. Fast platform, so brutal. Alright. Jump blindly at the gloves. Perfect. We're gonna go on the 4th one here. 3. Perfect. That's a a great cannonball. Get a 1-up here. Hopefully Assault is kind to us. And then we'll go to the luck box, which is the medicine balls on the Eliminator. Go. Really didn't want to take a hit this early. Loose. Be safe. Alright, good. 41's fine. It should put us right there about tied with him, as far as that split's concerned. Alright. Here's the Eliminator. The RNG Fest. Yikes, yikes, yikes. No! That's a horrible death. If we had gotten a little bit further, we would at least been at like a checkpoint. Can you imagine if this was actually the Eliminator on TV? Just hundreds of medicine balls getting hurled at people as they jump on platforms without any kind of safety gear. Oh, they got a helmet, so it's okay. Oh, we were on that pixel. That's brutal. I could have done a jump there, but I felt like if I jumped, I would have landed in between the two platforms. If you're standing on the platform and ducking, you deflect it away from you, but it really slows you down because you have to like go through the animation of ducking and then go through the animation of hitting up before you can start moving again. So it's really just a survival strat. I certainly wouldn't want to be in a ducking loop for a long period of time. Oh, and you can just fall off the back of the stage. It's not an auto-scroller in the sense that it pushes you. As you see, the world record there is finishing the zip lines to his end there. And we are folding under pressure like origami. Yeah, this one's super dead. We are still live for our PV, you know. We should play it out. We have to restart after 24 minutes, though. I'm calling it. I don't care how many lives I've got. And we don't have the EverDrive in right now, otherwise I would just save state and practice this to death. Put the real cartridge in a little bit ago. Had a couple random pickups on some graphics, and I wasn't sure if it was because of a bad ROM rip. Alright. Gosh. What? What am I... Oh, that's a new one. Great. Don't start me at the beginning. Okay, good. It's like, that put me all the way back at the beginning. Oh! Gets me ahead all the way to the zip lines? That's kind of cool. There's supposed to be a hand bike to another set of conveyor belts stage, and then you go to the zip lines. I wonder if that's repeatable, what I just did there. I wonder if it's like a legit time save strategy that I can do. I'll have to check the VOD and see exactly how I created that with the hand bike. and see if it lets me cheat the checkpoints that way. I've never seen anyone do that before. But that would be like a 2 or 3 minute time save to jump past that part. Wow. 8. Yo, is that for real? On. This is so much more calm. As I say that. Get an eruption of medicine balls. Oh, this is the last life. Okay, no pressure. There we go. Wow, we beat our personal best by like 30 seconds. That's not too bad. And this wonderful ending. This typical NES game ending right there. We did it. We beat American Gladiators. I'm bummed because of where we were, like, during Cannonball 3 and Powerball 3. We had a real chance there until we had a couple wall death. But, that'd have been alright. Thanks, man. It's a new PB. There was a lot of time save available. That Eliminator was so bad. But I just wanted to finish it, especially because there was, you know, the hosts going on. We gotta put something on for the people. I remember when I first found your stream, it was because Pooh hosted you. You were like a minute and some behind. You're like, I guess we're toughing this out. It just like truck through it, man. You